Flex, the livest one in the section. Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You will run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little check.
Tyson Fury being spoken to by Ben Davison. And there's the moment, the pre-fight kiss. I have never, ever seen that before.
So there's been a few, but people take drugs, don't they, in boxing? They all take drugs, I'd say. All of them.
Really?
Yeah. I'd say they're all abusing performance enhancers or weight strippers or whatever they're going to do to take drugs. I think they all take drugs. All athletes.
Define all. Who's
everybody?
Well, obviously you're not talking about yourself, so.
Hello there. I'm just after getting off the phone with Daniel Kinahan. He's just informed me that the biggest fight in British boxing history has just been agreed. Get up there, my boy! Big shout out, Dan. He got this done. Literally over the line. 2-fight deal. Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua next year. One problem. I just got to smash Deontay Wilder's face right in the next fight. And then we go into the Joshua fight next year. So there we are. The Gypsy King versus AJ is on for next year, but there's a hurdle in the road called the Bronze Bomber, aka the Knockout King, and I will get onto him and knock him spark out, and then we got on to the big fight. So big thank you, Dan, for getting this deal over the line. All the best. God bless you all. See you soon. Peace out. Just got off the phone from Prince Khalid of Saudi Arabia. He told me this fight's a 100% on. August 14th, 2021, summertime. All eyes of the world will be on the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And I cannot wait, repeat, cannot wait to smash Anthony Joshua on the biggest stage of all times. This is going to be the biggest sporting event ever to grace the planet Earth. Do not miss it. All eyes on us. Peace out. God bless. See you all in Saudi! Yes!
You were saying about obviously when you went over fighting the Klitschko with the waters and stuff like that. That was very, you know. How did you guys think of the idea of that when you was going there, that you needed to bring your own water and food and stuff like that? Did you like?
We know boxing, and we know what goes on behind the scenes. So yeah, it's a dangerous sport. You know, people want to win, they'll do anything to win. So.
I think you don't know, now you know.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Lightweight, baby. Time to bleed. And here we go again. You know what's cool about this, though? You want to know what's cool about this right here? It ain't us. Nope. It's not us. Hey, man, I'm just reporting the news. I'll give you my opinion. It ain't us. It's not the Wakandans, right? And here he go again. Now what? Where's Boozy? Where's Nelly? Where's Jean-Claude Van Damme? Where's the complaints? Where's the assembly line of Negroes talking about this is why they hate boxing? Where they at? What you're looking at is a real thing. And no black fan, we don't have anything to do with this. All the world saw was Ngannou and their eyes get robbed. Now watch this, y'all. Now watch this. I said in their eyes. In their eyes, they saw Ngannou get robbed. In their eyes. Y'all ready for this? Ngannou didn't get robbed. It was a close fight. Ngannou didn't get robbed. It was a close fight. Ngannou won the drama of the fight. If Ngannou got the win, that would have been fine. Haney versus Lomachenko, to me, wasn't a close fight. I thought Haney clearly won. Fury got the nod. I said, okay. But a whole lot of casuals are screaming robbery. But there's a whole lot of people who know boxing who say Fury lost. Now, if I was on here saying, nah, Fury lost. You know, the peanut gallery would be like, no, you just say that because you hate Tyson. Well, I hate him. Yeah. But, kept telling y'all. There's a lot of people across the pond that are 14 shades lighter than me that are saying he lost that fight. And one thing's for sure. He wasn't supposed to get dumped on his head in the third round by a guy who first boxing fight, first pro fight. That was not supposed to happen. That was why I didn't watch it. I'm like, man, this is crap. He's gonna style on him. And I'm listening to it like, wait a minute, what's happening in this fight? And then he's throwing Muay Thai elbows? And he was in a fight. Bruised up face and all that. Really, dude? He must have thought that this was going to be easy work, like we thought. That's why I didn't think that the date that they had, December 23rd, that's why I didn't think it was real. I said, man, that's... Well, let me tell you what I thought. I thought, okay, they're signing to get this payday. Quick money. But for them to have a fight, because we're now in November, for them to have a fight signed up for December, that's a fast turnaround. So Francis and Fury might have an agreement not to really hurt each other. Maybe they'll go live the last 30 seconds of the final round and, it's whatever. Maybe they had an agreement. But I said, I don't think that fight is signed. Because, Fury be lying. So then after Fury gets dumped on his head and then everything, the dust settles, then he says, oh, okay, I'll see you in January. I say, And then Usyk is like, no. We have a signed contract. I said, oh, shoot, they really did sign a contract. Now what? Fury's no stranger to pulling out of contracts. Fury's no stranger to prolonging stuff. This ain't got nothing to do with Deontay or black fighters or nothing. This is all you mofos. This is all y'all now. Now what? Now what? You know what I'm saying? You know what the difference is? The difference is I'm seeing people stick up for Usyk, whereas they were dragging Deontay Wilder. And I'm going to show y'all something. American media dragged Deontay. When he was taking him to arbitration to get his shot, American media, these fraudulent knee pad wearing, buck tooth, buck dancing, raccoon, chimpanzees online were dragging Deontay. I'm going to show y'all. British media, they're dragging Fury. And I was wondering, what happened to all the Fury fans right here in this country? The first thing I said is like, these Negroes don't notice. Because I'm talking to the chimps now, the chimpanzees. Y'all didn't notice that he can't come to our country anymore? Stop right there. You ever ask why, or do you care? Oh, we don't care. Oh, everybody's a criminal. One person gets caught in some criminal activity, and your justification is, oh, everyone's a criminal. Typical Negro nonsense. Anyway. That's like, you know, you clowns get caught doing something that's a little broken wrist. Broken wrist. And then when you get caught doing it, you're like, well, you know, everybody's a little gay. No. But I'm going to show you today the difference between what they're doing with Fury and how they're sticking up for Usyk and what American media did to Deontay Wilder. He wanted his freaking rematch. And what did American media do? Oh, he don't need it. He lost so bad. He don't need it. What? Y'all doing that with Errol. Oh, we don't need to see a rematch. What? Watch this. Some of you were not born when this happened, but some of you were. Mike Tyson got washed in Japan by James Buster Douglas. Everybody said, no, he got to run that back because he wasn't right. Y'all capped for Mike. Did that rematch ever happen? Let's do this roll call. Darryl Big G, Mark Wunderlich, G. McCall, Picasso, Chilltown Majors, Dill Spooling, Cassandra, Black Gun Owners Magazine, Angel Diaz, Brother Cole, Shemaine Callahan, Akando, what's good? Southern T in the building. Rod Neal, E.S. Robert Singleton, Don Shotta, the Sensei, Stormy B-Man's in the building. No Smoke. Yo, you be having me dying with those shorts you be putting up. Go subscribe to No Smoke. Follow him on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. He put up some funny shit yesterday. The Village Brother, Night Train, Andrew Gray, Jeff Spark in the building. Mo G, One Round with George, what's good? And Pete. Where's my boy?
What the fuck?
Salute. Mr. Black in the building. Kai World. Dwayne Price. Philip D in the building. King Bonnie. Thomas, what's good? Kevin Dunbar, y'all must have forgot. Unique Dawn, salute. The Queen's in the building. Night Train. Unscripted Virtuoso. Mikey Morales, what's good? Mojave Nation Sports Podcast. Edgar, what's up? Tay D. George said Dwight Howard is a little... He said he's a little gay. Queen said there's no such thing as a little gay. Exactly. Yo, listen. I don't call him bisexual. I call him greedy. That's just ridiculous. Yo. Sparky Pete, what's good? Eric Jordan, salute, good brother. Fresh, what's going on? Yo, listen, man. Wait a minute. That poor dude, he thought he was going to Dwight Howard's house just to chill with Dwight Howard. He walked in and saw a whole different person, like, who are you? And then he saw a door slam. The door slammed, the Dwight Howard was standing behind him like this. What? Oh my God. Oh, game of death for real. That poor cheek clapper. He was nervous. 6'10" giant Negro. Talking about you ain't going nowhere. You a grown man talking about, I thought this would never happen to me. I'm a grown ass man. Nope. That's a 6'10", 250 pound man. You ain't going nowhere, but you getting throaty. Mike Biggs, my brother, what up? Oh shoot, whoa, what up? Oh my God. Anyway. Damn. When I heard that story, I said, you know, that's gotta be some scary stuff. You walk into the crib and you thinking it's one thing, and this giant nigga, 6'10". Dwight Howard's a big dude, pause. He could easily play football. Easily. I'm like, that dude was probably he really like crapped his pants. And they probably into that. What do you do when some 6'10" homo? Yo, nah. At that moment, I'm the best fighter in the world. At that moment, I'm the greatest fighter in the world. I'm talking, I'm slipping punches, I'm countering, I'm knocking his ass out. And I'm jumping out the window on some action movie shit. Real talk, I'm out. You ain't getting me, son. For real. You're not getting me. This is me out the window. Nah, nigga! He like, hey, I'm like, nah! Off the building! I'm out! I just escaped with my life. He came out the room like that. I thought I was coming over to play some video games and eat some hot wings. He came out the room like that. I'm like, nah, I'm out. Oh, yeah, die hard indeed. Oh my God. Lamar, what up? George said meat buffet, actually. Oh my God. Stormy B-Man in the super chat. Much love. He said, you think he felt like Frodo Baggins? Yeah. Oh, Mr. Frodo. Oh my God. Yeah, Lamont, I saw that, man. I was like, oh man. But you know what? The word was out on that guy for a few years now. People knew. This was just a moment where he got aggressive with the wrong dude, and the dude tried to extort him probably. And you know, these dudes like to get their 8 seconds of fame. bad business. Oh my God. Is there such thing as being too big to be gay? Yo, have y'all ever seen Dwight Howard? Y'all ever stood next to anybody that was 6'10" or 7 feet tall? I keep telling people, I'm not really big. I'm only 6'2". Once you start getting like in the 6'5", that's a little, you know what I'm saying? Ravens Nation, salute. Shabazz, what's good? But imagine that dude tall and not skinny. That poor man, he really thought he was going to get raped. Oh my God. Yo, Mike. Do you remember a kid we went to school with named Raymond? Not Ray from Op. There was another kid named Raymond. You remember him? Bro, since 5th grade, we knew what gay was for like ever. Because there was a kid we went to school with, and his eyes was always like this. He never slap boxed with us. He was, double dutch, playing double dutch. Tay. And we ain't bother him. He was cool. We ain't bother him. We was just like, hey, he was mad cool. I was like, oh, yeah, you, Mike, yo, he was, Mike. Deacon Dollar, salute, man. Man, boxing, please. There were 2 cats, Mike, we went to school with. Yeah. See? There were 2 cats. It was Raymond, and there was a cat named Wardell. 2 of them. Raymond and Wardell. And years later, Wardell came out. He was in college somewhere. And, we knew. So what it is, man. What do you do when there's a 6'10", 250-pound athlete saying, now you can't leave? This is why it's important for you to learn how to box. Oh, man. Oh, thank you for reminding me. No Smoke. I'm going to upload that right now. Oh my God. The jokes are endless. Oh my God, that is hilarious. But did y'all forget about this? Had to upload this real quick. Thank you, No Smoke. This damn thing, hurry up. Y'all forgot about this?
Francis, for coming here, ESPN.
Is this your next fight?
I'm the boxing heavyweight champion, UFC heavyweight champion. He's in great shape. Look at the muscles on him.
And we're going to find out who is the baddest motherfucker on the planet.
Good man, Francis.
Yeah.
We apologize for the language.
I get a couple months, then I'll be right back on my feet.
He's a good looking chummy, isn't he?
Yeah.
Have you got a big Tory?
Huh?
Have you got a big Tory?
No. Big what?
Tory.
Hey, this is getting off the chains, but will we see it in the octagon or will we see it in the ring?
Yeah, thank you.
Octagon or ring?
Well, this is going to be a very special fight, like never before seen in the history of our sport. We're not talking two light guys, 140 pounds. I'm 170, he's 270 pounds, so it's going to be an explosive fight when it happens.
It's going to be a hybrid fight with different type of rules,
yes.
MMA gloves in the ring, kind of like mix something a little different.
Mike Tyson, Tyson Fury, and Francis Ngannou not want to mix it up. Here we go. We'll see what happens.
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.
What are you, a homo?
He's talking about Deontay's man parts. He's talking about Francis Ngannou's man parts. Remember what he said about AJ? Do y'all see what? And then, Dillian White with a whole husband. Do y'all see why the Deontay twerking jokes never worked out? Y'all see why that shit never flew over here? I just look at them and be like, really, nigga? Y'all want to do this? I promise you don't. Anyway, let's talk about the difference in media. Fair use. This was about a week ago. Fair use.
Was a man that everybody seemed to be talking about post-fight. But pre the fight, before the night, on the idea of a December 23rd fight between Fury and Usyk, this was Fury and what he said before he get in with Ngannou.
Usyk has to fight me in December. He doesn't have a choice. He signed a contract, so if he doesn't, he's breached contract and he gets sued.
So he'll get sued, said Tyson. He's got to fight me. He doesn't have a choice. So this was Fury after he got the points decision on Ngannou on that December 23rd fight against Usyk.
Put the biggest fight of our generation on the fight of the century for the Undisputed Championships of the world. See you all sometime next year. Have a good Christmas if I don't see you, and a Happy New Year.
D-free. You see this? You see that? I promise you, I don't know who these three men are, but I promise you, they're not LDBC. I don't know who they are. And they're damn sure not American. Let it sink in. Now look, when he said they signed the fight December 23rd, I didn't even believe it. I said, man, that's just him talking again. Now they've just confirmed that there was a real fight. And Fury said if he don't honor the contract, Usyk will be sued. After the fight, it's see you in January. I'm only going on for what was said here. Now I want you to look at these gentlemen's faces. Now this is their media across the pond holding him accountable. Look at how they treat him. And look at how they stick up for Usyk. And I want you to keep in mind how American media treated Deontay Wilder. Look at how American media treats Deontay Wilder to this day. Fair use.
Next year, all of a sudden it became next year, Simon. I think from our old chum Frank Warren, it's also becoming next year. Or is it? Am I wrong in that?
Well, this is probably an example of Tyson Fury writing a check with his mouth that he can't cash. You know, he's either going to enforce a fight on the 23rd of December or he's not. And the irony of Frank, with all due respect, or Uncle Frank as everyone was referring to him on Saturday nights, suggesting that he needs a little bit more time. Isn't this the same situation as when Anthony Joshua lost to Usyk in a far more meaningful fight, I might venture, and the Furies and Warrens were saying, you need to fight him at the end of November. There's plenty of time for you to turn around. Isn't that the same logic being deployed, or does it not? Well, it doesn't work that way with the Fury camp, because you have to believe probably 10% of what you hear and 5% of what you see.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Look at that. Pete Depps, what up? Look at that. Let that soak in. They're calling out Fury, Frank Warren. They're pointing out the contradictions, but we get on here and we point it out. We're haters. We're racists. We're Wakandans. All kinds of weird shit. Go ahead, I'm playing y'all this. Where's the smoke for them? Them. Leave me out of it. Whenever something weird happens, I venture over to the British side of things, and I want to hear what they're saying. They don't cap for Fury. And what does Fury say? Oh, they don't like me because I'm a gypsy. It ain't got nothing to do with that. They don't like you because you're an asshole. Duh. Anthony, what up? Mr. P. Deb says Simon Jordan. That's his guy's name? Yeah, that's his name. Says sometimes makes sense. 3 years ago, he was sucking Fury's nuts. I don't doubt it. Cedric, salute. But there comes a point in time where it's so blatant and in your face that you can't ignore it. So I don't doubt it, Mr. P. Dubs. I don't doubt it. Aaron Jordan, what's good? But it comes a point in time where you just can't, you can't ignore these things. Because the contradictions are right there. It's right there. And could it be, Jerome, what's good? Jermaine, what's good? Could it be that what they saw is what we saw? What we saw was the real Tyson Fury, and people don't want to admit that. You see, the casuals, I'm not concerned. They're just saying he had a bad night. Y'all don't know what a bad night is. Y'all are not qualified to say whether a fighter, Steve Elder, Mac, my brother, casuals are not qualified to say whether a fighter has a bad night. What casuals do is they take boxing quotes and they use them, but they really don't know what it means. That's like telling someone a curse word in Spanish and saying, yo, you hear a bunch of people talking Spanish, just come in and introduce yourself, but you got to say this first. And say, hey, people, maricón. Hey, mami bicho. And then hold your hand out, yo, mami bicho. They will knock your teeth down your throat. Hey, mami bicho, cabrón. Huh? Nigga? Stay dangerous. What's good? Isaiah, what's good? Come on, man. Do that. Go to a group of Puerto Ricans right here in the Bronx on the corner and be like, hey, my bicho. You will get cut the fuck up. Go ahead, just do that. But that's True Boxing Night. What up, man? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. These casuals hear us talk. Sylvester, what up? They hear us talk and they take certain things that sound good and say, oh yeah, Tyson had a bad night. No. Let me explain something to you. On the level that they put him on, he's not entitled to have bad nights. He had a whole 12-week camp. Why did he look that bad? And I'm gonna share something with y'all. They got people thinking that Francis Ngannou was that good. I'm gonna tell you something. I saw a lot of mistakes. But he can capitalize on this stardom right now because everyone says, yo, he could beat top 5 guys. I don't think so. Simon, what's good? EQ, what's good? I don't think so. For those of you that don't know what I said in Spanish, just ask them in the chat. They know. That's why Mikey's cracking up, man. That's why Thomas is cracking up. Go to a group of Puerto Ricans and say, yo, what up? I'm a bicho. They were like, what? Wait a minute, what? You'll be laying in a pool of your own blood. See? Main Biker, what's good? Mo Boxing, what up? What up? Oh man, that's funny. Anyway, casuals, they hear us say certain terms and they try to apply it. But if you don't know what you're doing, it's like getting into a car and you don't know how to drive stick. Just get out before you break the fucking, you burn out the goddamn stick shift or whatever it is. Wait a minute. Really? Mo Boxer says Tyson Fury banned TalkSports from the event past Saturday. I can't believe the Saudis co-signed on Fury's demand. TalkSport is a huge mainstream. Really? Well, you know what? You know what? Now that you mention that, when we was in Vegas, do y'all remember Blue Blood was banned from something that Fury was doing? I think they didn't allow Blue Blood in, or they escorted him out. That was in Vegas. Fury's camp said, that guy, we don't want him here. I said, Blue, you made it. I told him right there, I said, God damn, you made it. And he wasn't even at 100 subs yet. I'm sorry, 100,000 subs yet. He was around 70 or 80. I said, they did that? I said, yo, you made it. They said, oh, yeah, that guy right there, no, we don't want him there. We don't want him there. No. I was like, sheesh. You made it. That's why niggas be mad at Blue. Me bicho, cabrón, te ate. That's a true story. Saw him at the MGM. He said, yo, you never guess what happened. I said, what? He said, yo, waiting to talk to Team Fury. And they told me to leave. Some shit. I said, what? I said, yeah. Fury said he didn't want me there. He said it, not his team or whatever. He said, nah, not him. I said, bro, you made it. Hey, Status, what's good? You made it. So I didn't know they banned TalkSport. So a little of this, here's the interesting thing. A little bit of this is sour grapes, and I get that. But what's also great is that they're not lying on him. So it is sour grapes, but now they're like, well, you know, F it. Now we're going to tell the truth. Like what I said about Shakur. How I said, yo, he got to be picture perfect for the rest of his career. Squirrely, what up? He got to be picture perfect for the rest of his career. One mistake. I ain't got to lie on him. I'm just going to talk about it. If he wins, I'm going to talk about it. If he loses, I'm going to talk about it. I ain't got to make nothing up. Y'all already know my opinion. If he wins, it looks great doing it, I'm going to talk about it. If he loses, I'm going to talk about it. Fair enough? So what they're doing what American media never did. You let American media tell it, Fury did nothing wrong. At least if you go to these guys and you mention Daniel Kinahan, they'll say, oh, criminal. We don't even want to talk about that criminal. American media didn't even say that man's name. Y'all remember the interview in the UK where the reporter asked him about Daniel Kinahan? And Fury said a few words and he walked off the set. Remember that? Over here, these niggas don't even know. Yo, bro, listen. Kane, what up? Listen. I had if you go to the video from LDBC Strong this past Sunday, there's a guy in the chat saying Drew's face when Eddie Chambers had good things to say about Fury. What you maniacs didn't know is that I was talking to Eddie before we got on the air. And I knew what he had to say about Fury. And I told him that's okay. Say your experience. Because the point was that not everyone's experience with that guy is the same. And what did you hear me say? The biggest trick in the world that the devil ever pulled was convincing you motherfuckers that he didn't exist. So you have a black American man who got good work in that camp, who had nothing bad to say about him. And then you got Nicholas Asbury. I wanted y'all to hear that. Then you got Deontay Wilder. Then you got Derek Chisora saying, yeah, he cheated a little bit. He cheated. He said that. Derek said that. And the list goes on and on and on and on and on. Dr. Mark, salute, good brother. Mo Boxer says it was Sky Sports. It was Sky Sports in that Fury interview. He banned them, but that didn't go down well. I remember it. So you have these people here doing what American media didn't do. So if you can't trust American media to tell you the truth about the WBC heavyweight champion, and ESPN not once did they mention that this man is this man's entire family is banned from coming to America. They've never said anything close. Eddie Chambers didn't even know that. Before we went live, I said, you do know that Fury's not allowed on our soil anymore, right? He said, huh? I said, nah, his father, John. But John was banned from here for something else. But I said, John, Tyson, his brother Tommy, they're not allowed here. He said, huh? I said, oh, you didn't know? I said, we'll talk. And then I hit the live button. I wanted y'all to see that. There ain't no mistakes here. Sheena, what up? See? I wasn't thrown for Asante L. What's good? I wasn't thrown for no loop. I wasn't taken off guard. I smiled. I said, yeah, I want y'all to see that. Yeah, True Boxing Night. Very convenient. Very convenient. So these gentlemen here are telling the truth. This is something that American media does not do. This is why whenever something crazy happens, I go there, I want to see what the atmosphere is over here. You see me asking Mo and who else over there? I think PGH, P-Deps, the Brothers UK. I often ask, what's the atmosphere like? And here it is. Fair use.
Yeah. The bottom line is the most important thing. I don't actually think, in all due respect to Frank and to Tyson Fury and his team, that the 23rd of December date really matters. As long as the fight is going to happen. If the fight is going to happen during Riyadh season, as Frank has regularly said, it doesn't really matter that we get stuck up on dates. Otherwise, we disappear into the sort of debates that we have already with Eddie Hearn about dates being the prevalent thing. It's the fight. If it's going to happen, then that's the most important thing. But a lot of people would have heard a lot of things this week from Tyson Fury. The fact that ultimately he likened Ngannou going into a fight with him as a ping pong player going onto centre court and expecting to beat Novak Djokovic in the Wimbledon final. That was a comparison that came out of his mouth.
Well, it's clear that Alexander Usyk's camp know what they're in with Tyson Fury. And this morning, the man who promotes Usyk's fights, Alex Krassyuk, he was on the move. But it didn't stop him talking to Talk Sport. And he took a step back after I said to him, all right, you're man against Fury. When are we going to see it?
I have no idea at the moment. Some minutes he thinks he's ready to go. And other 5-10 minutes he's like hesitating. I have no idea.
Wow. So now he has no idea. Gio James, salute. I'm sorry, I'm reading this comment from I Don't Bite. He says, I'm looking to subscribe, occasionally drop a super chat from time to time and show support, but I'm coming to be controversial with my hot takes. I follow no narrative. Can you dig it, Drew? Live your life, brother. Live your life. Your opinion is your opinion. It's all good. So as you can see, let me grab this. So as you can see, 1 minute Tyson Fury says something, next minute is something else. This guy don't know whether he's coming or growing. Yeah, thank you, main biker. Not everyone thinks the same. You're entitled to your opinion. Clay King, what's good? Everyone's entitled to their opinion. You know, it is what it is. Yeah, Kondo. So as you can see, British media, they're taking no prisoners. What you got there, Mo? Let me see something. Oh, this from 2 days ago? All right, I'm gonna get to that in a second. Mo. Oops. I'll get to that in a second. But I'm gonna get to that in a second. But I'm gonna call fair use on this guy, Carl Froch. Fair use. This guy, the Hall of Famer. I like Carl Froch. I never hated on him, man. The Cobra, man. I like Carl, man. But the fact that he's cutting these dudes up and smiling while doing it, it's fucking hilarious. You know when I knew... Hold on. You know when I knew that Carl Froch was the ultimate troll? CB Sports, salute. When he trolled Gennady Golovkin, that was the funniest goddamn thing I ever saw. Gennady, now Carl was done. He says, I'm retired, I'm good. I got all my marbles, I got good money, I'm good. I ain't got to do nothing else, I'm fine. And Gennady was like, no, we'll make big drama show. He was like aggressively calling him out. And he was still with Abel Sanchez. They were aggressively calling out Carl Froch. He says, no. He says, I'm too big for you anyway, man. I'll beat you up. And then he mentioned something about ducking Andre Ward. He said, no, go fight Andre Ward. At least I did it twice or whatever. You can't even do that. And he says, no, we'll make big drama show. And Carl Froch went to the gym and took his shirt off and oiled himself up and took a selfie. The abs are shining. And he says, you don't want no... He said, you don't want no parts of this. I said, yo, he had no intention of fighting Triple G. And honestly speaking, he beat Triple G's ass. He's naturally bigger. I thought he was a better boxer. And I think Triple G would have his moments, but I thought Carl Froch would get him. I was kind of low-key hoping, Hen Dog, what up? I was kind of low-key hoping that he would say, all right, I'll fight you. He'd have beat Triple G's ass, man. He put that picture up Man, I fell out my seat laughing at his ass, man. 704 Joe, salute. Man, that was funny. He trolled him. I said, "Oh man, that's hilarious." So let's hear what the Cobra, Carl Froch. Let's hear what Carl Froch have to say. I would love to interview this guy. I don't think I'm big enough to interview Carl Froch though. Yeah. But salute to Carl Froch, man. Fair use.
Fury, Francis Ngannou last night. What a fight it turned out to be.
So, Carl, what did you think of the fight last night?
I thought the fight was really...
Wait a minute. Doesn't that woman sound like when I make the British woman's voice? So, Carl, what did you think of the fight last night?
So, Carl, what did you think of the fight last night?
Yo! Wait a goddamn minute! That's not me! Damn it! That's his wife? God damn it! Andrew 100, what up? Somebody gotta write me a royalty check. Simon, what's good? Look at Carl looking at me now. I'll smock your face. Damn, somebody gotta cut me a check. Now, how long I've been doing that voice? Somebody gotta cut me a check, man. The fuck? Marlon, what up? I want royalties. I made that voice up, man. Shit. So, Carl, what do you think of the fight last night? I'll be damned. Drago, what's good? Sheena, you hear this? Somebody's impersonating me, impersonating a British chick. Cut me the check, goddammit. Oh, no smoke, thank you. Cut the check. Damn it. I'm gonna start copyrighting everything. Writing my style.
I thought the fight was really, really good. I've got to be honest. I, like everybody else, thought the fight was going to be a mismatch. How can Francis Ngannou come from the mixed martial art world, step into the professional boxing ring, and put a performance against the best heavyweight in the world, arguably the best heavyweight in the world? I had a little chat with George Groves earlier on my show on TalkSport called The Verdict. So have a look at that. George Groves thinks that Usyk is the best heavyweight in the world. I think Tyson Fury is too big for him. But anyway, Francis Ngannou got in there and put on an absolute sterling performance. It was just such a good performance. It was boxing well balanced. I didn't think he'd have the ability. After watching Conor McGregor against Mayweather, which is probably a bad example of a crossover fight because Mayweather's so good. He does that to top fighters, what he did to Conor McGregor. But Ngannou was in the fight. He was moving his head well. He was well balanced. He wasn't reaching over. Don't get me wrong. He's not a fully fledged, established professional boxer. I don't know if I'd put him in there with the other top 3 or 4 fighters, but I don't know. I mean, he just performed really, really well, and he gave Tyson Fury one hell of a tough night's work. He was landing shots. He was landing the bigger, harder, hurtful shots, and he dropped Tyson Fury, and nobody expected him to even get near Fury, and he dropped him.
I'm waiting for someone to say it. GP, what up? I'm waiting for someone to say it. Someone in old media just to say. Maybe that's the real Tyson Fury. Maybe when he fights here in the UK, he can get on those Pac-Man power pellets. Remember he used to eat the pellets and the ghost would turn blue? Maybe he can get away with that shit here. But in Saudi, I don't know, the rules are different. Like, if you're caught cheating, we're going to cut a pinky off or, I'm just waiting for somebody to say he didn't have that edge. That was more than just having a bad night. Let's go back to Carl Froch. Fair use.
So the fact that I'm having a conversation with myself at the minute. I know my wife's here, Rachel, but what I'm trying to get at is Ngannou boxed brilliantly. I thought he won the fight. I scored it that he won the fight 2 or 3 rounds, at least 2 rounds. And with the knockdown, I thought he deserved to get his hand held.
That's kind of pretty before it gets started, ain't it? Oh, Froggy went courting, he did ride Crambo. Froggy went courting, he did ride Crambo.
Go! So the Cobra thinks, Big Texas, what up? The Cobra thinks Ngannou won. Wow. There you go. Fury didn't have a bad night. He just didn't have bad equipment. And that ref was horrible. But that's, you know, that's typical. So the Cobra thinks that Ngannou won. Look at that. I was cool with a draw. I was cool if Ngannou had his hand raised. I didn't care that Fury won. I knew what they were going to do. This shit is exhausting. But look, the point of me pointing this out, look at who's saying it. Look at where it's coming from. Y'all already know I don't like that guy. Y'all already know. It's old. It's been done. Take a look at this now. TalkSport, Carl Froch, George Groves. There's an article, George Groves. You know what George Groves said? I don't think Usyk is next for Fury. It's either Ngannou or that's the last of Fury. He thinks if he don't rematch Ngannou and put on a better performance, either way, he's not fighting Usyk. And if that don't happen, he's saying that this guy's going to retire. Now, why would George Groves say that? Why would he say that? Look, man, all I'm saying is it's not us. Where's the American Fury fans? I couldn't find any of them. You niggas were around just enough to clown Deontay. Y'all weren't even celebrating when he beat Dillian White, another black man. Y'all vanished. When I say, hey, man, you know he's not allowed in the United States anymore, I wasn't talking to anybody because y'all niggas vanished. Y'all were just here to celebrate Deontay losing. Listen, not even Dr. Umar was that off code. Dr. Umar didn't even watch the fight, but that Monday he says, oh, yeah, our brother Deontay. And he's looking at his phone. He said, oh, man, don't tell me our brother lost. Don't tell me our brother lost. Oh, man. Even Dr. Umar was on code. Come on. Come on. But now here we are. This ain't got nothing to do with us. Does anyone have faith in Fury? I was watching Dennis Sperling last night. He had the picture of Ngannou standing over Fury. But the picture was more symbolic of the to the topic that he was discussing last night. So I understand. Because somebody made a comment on him about being go watch the show. Y'all get it. I get it. But the picture was symbolic. in reference to what he was talking about, if you get what I'm saying. But this Ngannou Fury fight got the world on fire. Everyone's like, huh? I thought this guy was good. No. Here's the truth about Tyson Fury. He's not that good. He's not. He was drug-free versus Steve Cunningham. He was drug-free. How he beat Steve? He cheated him. He cheated him. Nevin Patchkick? He cheated him. But y'all don't want to hear it because all y'all knew is that 919 salute. All y'all knew is that you didn't like Deontay because we supported him. So how you niggers feel now? Because now you got a whole bunch of white people from his country calling him out on this bullshit. Talking about Ngannou's hand should have been raised. How y'all looking now? All off code. I'm talking nooses around the neck, swinging from the highest tree in the forest. I mean, the highest tree. Shit. I got you. Let me get through this real quick. Fair use.
At the end of the fight, nobody expected it. I certainly didn't expect it. Ngannou did really, really well. Is it good balance, good head movement. He wasn't getting caught with anything flush. Fury came out and tried to stick it straight on him. Ngannou wasn't phased. He was able to take the punches off Fury. He was getting peppered with a jab throughout quite a lot of the fight.
He was able to take the punches of Fury. He was able to take the punches of Fury. Can I say something? He was able to take the punches of Fury. He was able to take the punches of Fury. Listen, once a man can hit another man and break their skull, nobody should be able to take that type of punching power. How many skulls did George Foreman break? You remember the elevator match? Y'all seen it? Foreman, Lyle. You remember the punch Ernie Shavers hit Larry Holmes with? Did he break his skull? Muhammad Ali, he had his jaw broken, but was anywhere above the jaw, has anywhere in Muhammad Ali's life ever been, and he's been touched by some good punches. Ernie Shavers clocked him really good. He ever had a fractured skull anywhere? David Tua, Lennox Lewis, Mike Tyson, Deontay Wilder, certified killers in the ring. A lot of hard punches in the history of sport. A lot of hard punches. In any weight class. I don't recall any of the names that I mentioned fracturing the skull. I'm not talking about accidents in the ring where a fighter dies. Y'all know that's different. You could hit somebody and they can have a seizure. That can happen. I'm talking about breaking the hardest bone in the body. It's the skull. It has to be the skull. It protects the brain. This man fractured Deontay's skull. Flesh was dug out of his ear. What I'm asking you is, where did that go? Y'all know how hard Ernie Shavers hit? To this day, go watch when he knocked Larry Holmes down. I don't know how the hell Larry got up. I don't know how he got up. You want to get hit by that? Mike Tyson? How many skulls did he fracture? George Foreman? How many skulls did he fracture? Lennox Lewis? David Tua? I can go on and on and on and on. None of those guys ever fractured a fucking skull. But Fury fractured Deontay's skull. But wait a minute. He hasn't done it since. He hasn't done it since. Nope. Hey, Sugar. How did you give him the punch like that? Oh, well, I taught him how to, turn his punches, I mean, he should have had more knockouts because I was teaching him how to turn he should have been turning his punches. So when he fought Deontay, he had to turn his, he had to scratch his armpits and
Yeah, come on!
You know what? I fucks with Cobra. He was right. He was like, human work? Human work? Ape don't kill ape. Cobra was right. Cobra was right. He said, we'll never be able to coexist with these motherfuckers. You got to get them out of here. Joe Townsend, salute. I don't want to be near these niggas. You see what they did to me? Don't ask me to trust them. No, they got to go. They had their chance, and what did they do? Look at this planet now. It was a blessing in disguise. They don't even get along. They created a virus, and it killed themselves, and now they're trying to kill us. Those white ones, they don't even treat the black ones fair. They polluted this world and fucked it up. We need to take this shit over. You can't be civil. They're the animals. Cobra was right, low key. He was right. This is a bear cave conversation. But there's a lot of villains in these comic books and cartoons. They weren't wrong. Magneto, X-Men, he wanted to free his people. He said, yo, look, we're not Homo sapiens, we're Homo superior. And as long as we have these gifts, these people are going to be scared of us. They will never feel safe around us, and they're going to spend their life's work trying to kill us. We need to actually get rid of their ass. Magneto wasn't wrong. He wanted to free his people. Cobra, Planet of the Apes, he wanted to free his people. Transformers, Megatron, you know the story of Megatron? He's not wrong. He wasn't wrong. I'm telling you. Y'all remember G.I. Joe, Cobra Commander? He was sent to do a job. He failed, but he was sent to do a job. Because the humans that came about, they were a problem. I'm telling you, the villains weren't really the villains. It was perception. It's all about perception. Cobra was right. That if you really watch, and you know what? Go watch the original Planet of the Apes. I was talking to Stormy last night. The original one from the 60s. There was a difference between the primates. The gorillas were like the soldiers, right? The chimps were the one with the problems in-house. You know why that's symbolic? In the wild. Yeah, exactly, Anthony Bolton, Killmonger. He wasn't wrong. He wasn't wrong. Chimps in the wild, they're very strange primates. You know why? First of all, they roll in packs like most of the goddamn monkeys do. They're vegetarians, but they also eat meat every now and again. It'll get too deep. I don't want to get too deep into it. Bert, what's good? But there's a lot of strange comparisons, but I'll save that for Bear Cave. I got some time coming up. So y'all make sure y'all subscribe to Bear Cave Entertainment. Let's do this. Fair use. Fair use.
Tyson Fury supposedly beat Francis Ngannou by a split decision at the weekend in Saudi.
It was a split decision, y'all. That's the funniest part. A split decision. Split decision.
We were banned from covering the fight. Were we banned? We were.
He's talking about it. They were banned from covering the event.
From covering the fight by Fury's team. So instead, TalkSport's very own Adam Cattrall brought you a live watch-along of the event. Cattrall said he doubts if Fury is the greatest heavyweight we've ever seen. Have a listen.
Tyson Fury claims to be the greatest heavyweight of our generation.
Real quick. Francis has on Liam's Den gloves. I'm familiar with those gloves. Look at those Paffin gloves that Fury has. Nice and tight. Proper pattern. Tape. Let's pay attention.
His team profess that he is the greatest heavyweight of our generation. As of many of the fan base that follow the sport, they will say the exact same thing. My question is, how do you come to that conclusion? If it's just eye test, fair enough. I think a lot of people would agree with that. But for me, when you're talking about greatness, you've got to have numbers, facts, and figures to be able to back up your argument. Tyson Fury has only been in 6 world title fights. He's had 34 professional bouts, 6 of them world title fights. 3 have come against the same bloke. He's defended the title on 3 occasions, twice against fellas that he's previously beaten. There is a guy in his era that has had 12 heavyweight world title fights. He's defended on 7 separate occasions and has unified the division against another undefeated champion.
It's interesting what he says there, Adam Cattrall. I do think we both watched the fight together, you and I, not together. I do think.
So now what you have here, Denny, what's good? What you have here are, they're not ripping him. They're telling you the truth. They just talked about his record. I want to know, where are the Tyson Fury fans to debate this fact right here? Bernardo, what up? Escape, salute. You heard what he just said? 34 fights, 6 championship fights. There's a fighter in his era with 12. Now look, I can get on here and say that all day long. I'm just a hater. Take that conversation to them. Go ahead. Fair use.
It's one of the most embarrassing moments in any sport, right? When you evaluate it, you've got, supposedly, by his own admission, Tyson Fury, the greatest heavyweight that's ever lived. up against the guy who's 2 years old at 37, that he's never, ever had a professional boxing match.
Yeah.
Has never boxed, from what we're led to believe. And he absolutely schooled him. He floored him in round 3. He won the fight, in my opinion, in 90% of people's opinion. I watched the fight. I thought Laura Woods was absolutely 6 hours of footage yet to do. God bless her for that. You've got people like Lennox Lewis sat next to her, who I think has to defend boxing.
Of course he does.
Right, I understand that. But then you've got, was it Cole Frampton that was there?
Yeah, he said it plain and simple.
Yeah, which it was. I just think it's just so embarrassing. Like, he's a lump in Ngannou, right? But I've seen other lumps in boxing with boxing experience that have got nowhere near Tyson Fury. No. It's just so embarrassing.
You know, it almost feels like maybe he didn't train for this. Or not so much training, but maybe.
Bro, I never met this brother a day in my life, and I promise you he's not LDBC. And this other fella sitting next to him, Andy Goldstein, that's his name. He looked like Translucent from The Boys, season 1. I don't know who any of these dudes are. And I promise they don't know who we are. LDBC, who? Who's that? They don't know us. Oh, he an ex-soccer player? Oh, okay. I don't know. I know soccer's the most popular sport in the world, and I don't know. I don't watch it. I told y'all my David Beckham story. I literally bumped into him shoulder to shoulder, and I said, "Oh, I was in Manhattan." I said, "Oh, excuse me." Hot dog guys and pretzel guys, the vendors, they ran and left their shit and ran into traffic to go take a picture with him. I said, "Who the fuck is that?" White guy looked and he smiled and he pointed up. David, at that time, David Beckham was advertising for some underwear company. Was it Hanes? Oh, I forget. He had a big old billboard right there in Manhattan by Madison Square Garden. The guy said, "That's him." And I looked up. I said, "Oh shit, it is him." I didn't care. But it was David Beckham. At that time, he was that dude. Just walking down 8th Avenue. Is it 8th Avenue? I forget, but right by Madison Square Garden. I know. And the reason why I said the vendors left their stations to go, because those vendors are foreigners. They're from Europe. They're from Italy. They're from Greece, Albanian. Those guys are foreigners. Yeah, you're right, Queen. He said the brother used to play soccer. His name is Darren Bent. Okay. What do I know? What I do know is they're not LDBC. And here they are talking about Fury. So am I bullying him? No. I'm just saying, look. Go troll them. I'm sure they have Instagram and everything. They're soccer players? Oh, get them. Todd Swindle, what up? Get them. Go get them. Now let me go up to around here. Fair use.
What Ngannou's bringing to the table. So I'd expect Fury. So I wouldn't want to see the rematch. I quite like this unknown where he should have won. He didn't get the result, but I don't want to see it again.
It's fraud. Like it's like he's the most overrated heavyweight boxer that I've ever seen. You know, who's he fought? He fought Wilder. Wilder's not fought anyone. He hasn't. Name someone good Wilder's fought, and we'll be, you won't be able to.
So he's shit on Wilder, but that's expected. Go ahead.
He's not fought anyone. He dodges all these, people. Every fight he has, he uses. This is the first fight, by the way, he's used where he's not mentioned Anthony Joshua. For years and years and years, I'll fight him. The boss said, I'll do it for free. I'm coming out of retirement. I'm retired. We're all bored of him. He just chats absolute rubbish. How many people think Fury won? Is anyone going to call up? Well, I think Fury won because no one thinks that. Francis took them punches. He absolutely ate them, and he put them on the ground. He won the fight. There was rounds where close each way. He got beat. He lost. He's being a massive fraud. We're all bored of it now. We just want to see him fight AJ, and we just want to see him fight Usyk. AJ, I'm not AJ's biggest fan, but AJ will fight absolutely anyone. He will, and so, you know.
Whoa. No, he won't. No, he won't. He said he's not AJ's biggest fan, but AJ will fight anyone. No, he won't. He's ducking right now the guy that you said hadn't fought anyone in Deontay Wilder. All right, so some of these fans be all over the place, but go ahead.
Dodges so many people, and he tries to play the mind games. Everyone's bored of it. His brother or his cousin, he got beat a few weeks ago too. They're just getting found out. That's it. That's the simple fact of it.
Okay, it's interesting, man.
But the general consensus stands. The people over there, they're sick of him. And it's to the point where if you are an unconditional Fury fan, it's really not popular to jump up in front of traffic and say, yeah, I am that guy. I'm not on that strange part of YouTube. I'm sure there's a bunch of YouTube channels that are pro Fury and saying that no, Fury won. Okay. But those comment sections must be littered with people like saying, yo, you're delusional. Fuck off now. Exactly, Angel. $100 million to fight Wilder. The man hasn't fought in a year. Andy Ruiz has dreams of Jesus saying that he'll knock out Deontay Wilder. Great, please go. All praise Jesus. Go ahead and do it. Can you do it? Quick question. What is Andy doing next if it's not Deontay? I'll wait. Is there anything lined up? Mo Boxer says they all had enough for Fury. Well, here we are. Here we are. The Fury fans in America, they weren't really Fury fans, it was Deontay haters. So that goes without saying. That goes without saying. Because when he knocked out Helenius, I was looking around. There was no trolling. They didn't even come out and say, hey, you know, Helenius was washed up. You know why? They're not educated enough about Robert Helenius. They don't know he was coming off of 2 wins in a row against a highly ranked, highly touted at the time Adam Kownacki. They didn't know that. That wasn't a cherry pick. Oh, well, Robert Helenius was, he'd been knocked out by White. No, he was on a 2-fight win streak against a highly touted heavyweight. There was a lot of stock in Adam. For whatever reason, and I'm not being funny, they were getting behind the chubby, bald-headed, Polish-American kid from Brooklyn. Did you hear what I just said? Adam was getting a lot of steam behind him. Don't lie. He was. There was a lot of stock in Adam. He was getting a lot of airplay. He wasn't supposed to lose to Robert Helenius. That was supposed to be a notable name on his resume. There was a lot of stock. You remember when Adam won his fight and he sat next to Deontay and he told him, yeah, be ready because I'm coming, man. I'm coming. And I'm all right, talk your shit, homie. Good. And D, dapped it up and laughed and all right, we'll see. Got right in the ring with Helenius and lost. Got stopped. Yeah, Thomas, he had a good fan base. The Polish, they came out and supported him. They did. But Deontay's fan base was bigger than that. While they were bigging up the Polish fan base in New York, they neglected and lied and said Deontay's fan base didn't exist. What did we hear all this time? Deontay can't sell out Alabama. He's the brokest heavyweight in the world. He don't sell no seats. All of these things they lied about. It was all a lie. he gets signed by Top Rank, they put him in a venue and they had to give away tickets. And then when that news came out, people said that I was lying. I said, I'm not lying. I know someone that's over there right now. He said, yo, there's no seats sold in the upper rafters and some on the floor. They had to give them out. They had to give them out. The number 8 is still in my head. Was it 800 seats they gave out or something like that? They had to give out. Now, and that's what I'm talking about, Hen Dog. While they were lying on Deontay Wilder, talking about how he don't sell, he don't make no money, he's not a draw, he can't fight, no boxing skills, he swings wild, he got skinny legs. Adam Kownacki, who has, and I'm not dissing him, but y'all done talked about Deontay, let's be consistent. He's young with male pattern baldness. He's not a handsome fella. He's chubby. All right, so he's not in the best of shape. All right? He wasn't that clean of a boxer. When I say clean, I'm not talking about he fought dirty, but I'm saying he didn't have no like good movement and shit like that. I like Andy Ruiz's style better than his. Deland James, what up? Andy Ruiz is more of an efficient stylist. He's more of he's more easy on the eyes as far as style is concerned. Andy is fast. He has better head movement. Andy's more clean of a fighter. Adam was not easy on the eyes. He had a high work rate. He had a high work ethic. And I appreciated him for what he was trying to do. But I said, yo, how are they pushing this kid and you can't push Deontay? Something wrong here. But nobody want to talk about that. Did I lie just now? No one asked that questions. All this talk about Deontay. No one mentioned seat sales about Adam Kownacki. All this talk about Deontay's physique. And I'm looking at Adam Kownacki. Some of those fights he came in, they look like he needed a bra. And I'm just being real. And that's who they chose to push? Physique, style-wise? And when Helenius knocked his ass out, nobody made fun of him. Rick Glasser got online and said, oh, he'll be back. Adam got the job done. It was ugly versus Arreola, but he got the job done. He never talked bad about Arreola. I mean, about Kownacki. I'm like, damn. Kownacki had a high work rate, but it was sloppy. And I never had faith that he'd be dominant in the heavyweight division. I never had faith. I was like, And how he ended up is how I kind of figured. And I didn't wish that on him, and I'm not talking bad about him. I'm talking about the comparisons, y'all. This is what the media does. Deontay was knocking everybody out. Still, his last fight was a knockout. They asking Tay Jones, you said that he'd be fighting before the year's out. Yeah. But people got to want to fight. These cats don't want to fight. Yeah, Mikey, they didn't even talk about Butterbean that bad. The way they talk about Deontay, they didn't even talk about Butterbean that bad. Come on, man. Listen, America put more stock in an overweight, bald, Polish-American fighter than in the 6'7", dark-skinned, black American fighter from Alabama, way below the Mason-Dixon line. Think about that. And then think about why we exist. Think about why we're here to point that out. And look at how it ended up. Adam, after the Helenius thing, he's been derailed. In his last fight, if you check my videos, His last fight, his opponent popped dirty. He got cheated in his last fight. Did y'all know that? I did 2 videos on that. Tried to murder Kownacki. I forgot the guy. I think the guy was of Italian descent. He cheated him. He popped dirty. You got to cheat Adam Kownacki? Come on, man. He's having a hard way to go right now as it is. And I'm not talking bad about Adam. I'm just pointing out the differences in media treatment. It goes to show you that they will put stock in anything white before anything black. Helenius came there and beat him twice. Got in there with Deontay, 1 round. And people were watching. Yeah, let's see how he looks. Let's see how he looks. Let's see what Fury did to him. The answer is nothing. Slept that man. And as soon as they saw him do that to Robert Helenius, they said, uh-oh. Oh, shit. It's like he never left. In fact, he looks better, which means it's worse for us. I ain't fighting him. Andy, you fight him. No, I ain't fighting him. I'm not fighting him. Didn't Usyk said he was coming to Brooklyn? I look at my phone. This motherfucker's in California. He don't even want to be in the same state as Deontay Wilder. Where's the lie? Does this version that we saw the other week of Tyson Fury, does that version of Tyson Fury beat Deontay Wilder? No. Absolutely not. Because that version of Tyson Fury was a drug-free Tyson Fury. That version of Tyson Fury was a Fury that had the proper gloves with the proper padding, the proper hand wraps. I don't care how much turning of the punches that Sugar Hill said he was doing. Didn't matter. Didn't matter. Where was the skull-crushing power? He hit Dillian White with an uppercut and then pushed him on the floor. Dillian White's bones ain't break. What, Deontay has brittle bones? What? I don't get it. I don't get it. Look, Tyson Fury, your FOS, it's an acronym. Sugar Hill, your FOS, it's an acronym. You chimpanzee, baboon, knuckle dragon, super coons. Car fire. Todd French in that super chat, much love, brother. He says, so this was the final straw for people to hate Fury. Never mind that he lied, cheated, working with the mafia peds, and drug use. Hashtag ridiculous. Wow, shaking my head. Yep. And how fitting. And let me tell you something else. I understand. DOG, salute. I understand that the fight is rescheduled anyway. I understand. Remember what I said the other day? I understand that the fight is rescheduled for February. I understand, and I can't confirm it, but I understand that the fight is rescheduled for February versus Usyk. Is that true? Let's go to Google. Let's go to good old Google. Usyk Fury in February? Sources. Title bout set for February, y'all. Are y'all paying attention? All this talk about it's not ever on our time, it's on God's time. The universe is 360 degrees. You get what you put out 100%. What's the irony behind that? What's the irony about that being rescheduled for? Let me help y'all. Black History Month. What's the irony behind that? Does anybody know offhand the Bible scripture that Deontay quoted? That you have to pay back 7 times what you stole. Are y'all paying attention? I already told you my ideology. I really don't care who wins that fight. You know why? Because I know in the WBA and WBC, Deontay's number 1. I know, I think Zhang, WBO, I forget offhand. But Usyk has a mandatory. But what do we know about fighters that have a belt? If they have a belt, they can pursue a fight that's worth more money. That's more important. Isn't that a rule? Proverbs 6:31. But if he be found, he shall restore 7-fold. He shall give all the substance of his house. Meaning, you get caught with your hands in a cookie jar, with 1 cookie, you're gonna have to pay back 10 cookies. I had to dumb it down. Yep. Whoever wins this fight, and I low key. You see, Usyk ducked Deontay. If he go in there and whoop Fury now, which I think he can, he's not gonna be able to duck Wilder. He could take. There's no light work at this point. You have 4 belts, and I'll be great for Usyk, undisputed in cruiserweight, undisputed in heavyweight, and undefeated. So you got to see somebody. The world's gonna be calling for you to fight Deontay Wilder. Don't nobody care about Zhang or Hrgovic or Bakole or Ruiz, or nobody care. Saudi says we got $100 million for you and Deontay. So I low key want Fury to win. Y'all know why. 4 belts, 4th fight. Do it for a couple of $100 million. I already told y'all. So they're gonna fight in February. Remember all those February jokes? Deontay lost on Black History Month. Remember all of those jokes? Now the world done turned on Fury, and he's rescheduling to fight Usyk in February. I'm gonna watch that. Because whoever wins that fight, God gets the glory. It don't matter to me. Because both of those men are food. Both of them. You notice the Fury fans are real quiet. The Usyk fans are not as loud. You know why? There's a disturbance in the force. They're looking around like, oh shit. Now the Usyk fans / Fury haters, if they seeing this, they saying, hey man, you know, we could become undisputed. But you know what? That means you have 4 responsibilities. and in 2 of those sanctioning bodies, Deontay Wilder's there. How long can Usyk avoid Deontay Wilder? You already said it. 3 years ago, who's the easiest heavyweight? Deontay Wilder. Then recently, Radio Raccoon, who's the most difficult? Deontay. Why? Because he provides a different skill set than AJ does. And I'm not worried about AJ. AJ don't want to fight Deontay. That's clear. I'm not even worried about that orangutan, glitter boots. But I low-key want Fury to win. Y'all know why. Deontay fights Fury a 4th time in Saudi Arabia. He knocks him out. He knocks him out. Abrador de salute. Let me get out of here. Salute to everybody in the Venmo, the Zelle, the Cash App, the Super Chat. Smash the like button, like and share the video. I think the general's on. Let's head over there. And y'all have a great day. Bronx on deck.
Move! Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.